It is officially time to transform my balcony.
Flashback.
I will admit to you right now, I am not looking forward to this step. They cleaned our balcony railings and doors because of construction dust from previous things, but they didn't clean the floors, and I understand they didn't say they were going to clean the floors, so okay. But now that means I gotta clean the floor, and there is concrete dust and a bunch of other dust and dirt from my own use and dirt from the world, and yeah, I'm just not looking forward to this step. Okay, could be worse. Could most definitely be better. You can see where the rug was, and I feel like where the rug was and where the table was kept all the dirt and dust away from the floor, but everything where it's not directly on the floor is so bad. So like each one of my planters were directly on the floor, but all around it is super dirty. So this is definitely gonna need some work. The goal is to try to clean it decently quickly and also not have all of it flow off the edge, because that's not supposed to happen. We could still be out here, but there's no furniture. I don't really like change, I know. Let's start with vacuuming up what we can. That's actually getting a decent amount up, but you can see the lines of where I'm vacuuming. And let's get some warm water started. And I think I am going, oh, it's not in here, I think it's in the garage. I have like a sprayer, and I think I'm gonna use that. Normally the sprayer is in that cabinet, but I forgot that that's not outside, it's in here. But it'll be easier to access it from this side anyway, because it's all in this room of all the stuff that I took off the balcony. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it with the bins here. Oh, I do have that other sprayer if I need to use that one instead. The other sprayer I have is one that used to be a shower cleaner, but then I finished it, and now I've been reusing that and putting other stuff in it. I'm not actually sure what's in it right now though. So I decided I'm just going to spray down the areas that are thicker, and the rest of it I'm just gonna mop. But I'll let this sit so hopefully it lifts some of the dirtier areas. Now I put my hiking boots on because I know they're waterproof to be able to wash the balcony and not have my feet be wet the whole entire time. So the little mop I had was taking way too long and not working very well, so I decided I'm going to try to send the robot out, because that's why I don't own a good mop, is I own a robot. And it doesn't go underneath the railing, so let's see if robot can clean this.
Cleanup is starting.
I gave it some more water and it's doing a pretty good job. It's definitely gonna need multiple rounds, but quicker than me doing it. Would I recommend this method? No. Is this the best method as of today, right now? Yes.
Meanwhile, at the Krusty Krab.
I realize I really want to dye these cushion covers and the blankets, so let's head to the store. We are running out of time. The sun is coming in. Here is Michael's. It should be quick because I did order pickup, but it's kind of crazy because this Marshall's, you can like see the highway, and it's crazy seeing that many cars up close. The kid, the goods. They had the weirdest, basically, honor system. They had a section of all the order pickups, and you literally just found your name and would walk away. I walked around the store a little bit just to see if I needed something, because I don't normally go to Michael's because it's not that close to me. And point is, yeah, you literally just found your name and left. I even double checked at the cash register because I was like, this feels so wrong. Like, I don't want to look like I'm stealing something. Like, I did order it, but it feels wrong to just like pick it out of a pile. And there's so many orders there. Like, someone could easily just take the order and leave and they would never know if it's your order or not. But she said most of the things that people steal are food and larger electronic-y items, not craft supplies. So I'm like, respect, I get it. Though, that's a lot of money just sitting out there. But point is, I got my RIT dye and I made sure to get the synthetic kind because I believe almost all the fibers of me dyeing are synthetic. And the stores near me didn't have it, so we had to go to Michael's for them. I got 4 of them. It's probably way more than I needed, but there was a pretty good discount on them right now. So I was like, I might as well get 4 and let's head home and see how many we need. Hopefully we don't need more than 4. Like, I'm not sure though. Okay, so I had the bedding, or the covers and the bedding, in the washer. I did it twice. The thing is, I'm probably not going to start dyeing it with the fabric dye until it is dark out. So I figured, well, it's laid out, I'll show you guys what the original colors look like. So here are all the couch ones. You can definitely tell how sun faded they are, like original colors, sun fade, original color, sun fade. And then these two are different materials. And also, again, it was that dark. And now it's that light on the part where the sun was hitting it. So these hopefully will look a lot better and somewhat cohesive in color. I'm not sure though. Tries to film putting everything back on my balcony, and someone has a literal fire in their apartment. Like, the fire department just got here, opened up the windows, smoke's coming out of it, and I'm like, go figure, right when I'm trying to film. Now we're back to the point of the balcony being completely empty and ready to fill up. We'll see how much I can get done before this video goes live on Wednesday. It is Monday. Now we have the furniture in the corner here. The cushions will be done once I finish washing the covers because I dyed them. Speaking of that, the washer finished and I wanted to run it on 2 cycles. So let's do this bad boy one more time. Oh, deep rinse on. Now we can start on the other side of the balcony. I'm not sure if I want to put the chair out when I don't have the cushions yet to weigh it down a bit. Ugh, I think this means we gotta start on the other side with the plants that I don't really want to lift. Plants are in. That was kind of a pain because I had to figure out how to put that back piece on that was kind of already tied in place. The table is done, and yes, it is all beat up, but I use spare wood and I kind of like it. But that point aside, she is done, she is stable. But here is the moment of truth. I can't remember if I started this project when I had less furniture on my balcony, so I'm not sure if this will be too long. Not too big of a deal. I would just have to detach one side, cut it shorter, and reattach. Kind of a pain, but at the same time, I was just going for my measurements the last time I started this project, gosh knows how long ago, were correct. Thank you to Pass Me because this fits perfectly. I was afraid I was gonna be too close to the chair or possibly go into the chair area, but I actually had a bit more room to work with than I thought. One down, a few more to go. Some of them had tufting, which makes it a bit more difficult, but we're making progress. And I realized I told you guys I would show you how the dye job went. So I would say this one didn't dye much, but in general, everything just darkened a hair bit, but not actually that much. I don't know if it was really worth the effort. In general, the spots that had the sun bleeding didn't dye well. Like, they're a bit darker, but still not great. Now it's time to continue to put the giant bag of fluff back inside of the hanging chair. All the crappy cushions are back on the couch. It is not perfect, but we're not spending any additional money. Now the white chair is there, slightly inconvenient in comparison to opening the cabinet, but I like to have a little seat sometimes when I'm working on the garden, so I think that is perfect. Now the easy part will be the rug. I think I want to put it on this side. I don't think I'm going to put the really colorful one back. It just doesn't match the rest of my furniture, but this black and white one does. I just think it'll fit better on this side than it will on this side, specifically because it's such an awkward shape. Because if I put it here, then it would be halfway through the table and it wouldn't be underneath the chair. So it's kind of like a weird place. Or I could put it further towards the railing, but then there'd be like this gap right here. I think that would look weird. So what I'm thinking is that the rug would be better on that side, which is more of a rectangular square shape. And then this side, maybe we'll do the turf. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to use the turf that I have in the closet. It used to be on the wall in my apartment over here. There used to be a whole entire turf wall and I had like string lights. It was super pretty, but at the same time it made the space feel kind of dark, so I never put it back. Also, it was kind of a lot of work to put up, but that point aside, I never put it back and I don't know if I'm ever going to. I kind of like the idea of having an indoor turf wall, but at the same time it's so dark. So maybe I'll use touches of it inside and I'll use the bigger piece of it out on the balcony. I'll kind of have to roll out what I have in the closet. I'll show you. Run, Astro, run! In my closet with all my supplies, I think I showed you guys earlier, but either way, I have 2 giant bundles of turf. And I'm hoping one of them will be a good size to use in that space, but not waste too much material, if that makes any sense, or use too much of what I have. There's all the turf that was in the smaller roll. This one is the bigger turf and it's literally labeled big turf pieces, living room. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna unroll this yet. I'm thinking maybe I should try to use what's in here. See, I think it's too narrow. I think we should just open up the bigger bundle and see what we have. Oh, I forgot. There's still some nails in this. I tried to pick most of them out, but not all of them are out, so I'll have to double check. I have this narrow, long piece right here. It does have some cuts in it, but I think it'll work perfectly for this one gap right here. It's a little bit wider, but I'll just cut it shorter, and then that way I can hopefully have one big piece that goes from there all the way to there, but we'll have to see what's in that bigger roll. Overall, I just don't want to cut this chunk out of a large piece. So I was right, these ones are not as long, because I think what it was is I had one long thing of the roll and the roll went this way. So I think I needed the panels to be this wide, and that extra bit on the bottom I cut off, but I only cut it off this way, whereas these ones I cut it in half. It's like, oh, you could put a square here, but then half of it would end mid-table, or you could put a square here, but then it would cut weirdly in this one section. Now that I did the measurements, I'm kind of playing with the pieces that I have, and I think it's gonna work pretty well. So catch you guys after I shift this around 20 million times. You gotta see this. It is nearly perfect. I have one square that will go here. It won't go that much further, so there is a gap right here, but I didn't care that much about having grass here because I'm not gonna really be stepping here much. It's just the path between both sides, and I could put another piece here if I really wanted to, but either way, the main piece fits in this section right here. It goes just enough underneath the couch that it holds it down, but then it's a separate piece that I had right here. I had a piece that like perfectly fit right in that section. And this episode of Transformation on a Budget is complete. And I love her. As I sit here, part of me wants to fill in that space with grass, but it'd be wasting so much turf. And it's just a walkway between the two areas, but I feel like it would look so much better. But if you have any ideas on what I should do in that space right there, if I should do turf, leave it blank so I can actually have more turf to do other fun projects inside of the house. Or maybe there's something else I could put there. I don't know. What do you think? What's your opinion? Does it look weird with the gap?